Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today we're doing another camera comparison with the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, and this time it's versus the iPhone XS Max. Now we already did versus the Note 9, and we will be doing it against the Pixel 3 as well as the OnePlus 6T, so make sure to subscribe to check all of those out. Now there's three different things you should know about our camera comparisons. The first thing is we do it through 5 main categories that I feel that people really want to know and really will give you a good idea about how your camera performs in all different settings. 2, we do not do any day shots because, let's face it, a $200 smartphone can take a good day shot and no camera reviewer worth their salt is going to do big day shots. And finally, the biggest thing is we only take 2 photos with each phone. If the phone does not get it, sorry. It's basically indicative of how you would take photos in a normal day-to-day basis. So 2 photos, automatic out of the box, no change of settings, unless it's turning off something like a beauty mode. Alright, now let's get to it, and this is the first one, and that is the standard low light shot. You see a dramatic difference between these two in this shot, so I really think it's kind of unique in how they both operate. Now, the Huawei Mate 20 is really putting a lot of software on top of it to get a different kind of shot. However, I would definitely argue that between the two, you would easily post the Huawei Mate 20 online way more often. It's going to be better overall, and without zooming in, I think it gives a much better overall shot. Now, as I did talk about in my last comparison with this one, there is a lot of heavy sharpening, but however, the iPhone does this as well. So you can really see in this corner right here that when we zoom in, there is so much sharpening that it kind of just looks fake in this corner when really zoomed in on. In terms of the detail, the Apple does not get as good detail as some other phones we have checked out, and pretty much is on par with the numbers on the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, so they don't get a pass for that. In terms of also a few other things such as the lens flare that's going on around these light posts, both handle it about the same, so neither gets an advantage on there. And overall, even though the iPhone, I think the street looks really well, I think it has to go to the Mate 20 Pro. I think it's just overall a better dynamic shot, and that HDR really worked heavily on its side to give a much better lighting to the building and to give the better overall shot that you would want to post online. Alright, now from here we want to go to our extreme low light test. Now this is an extreme low light where basically no light is around me and it's of a person, so you can really see how it would play out. So overall, let's take a look first at the first shot, which is the regular low light. Now this is just automatic out of the box. However, Huawei Mate 20 Pro does have a night shot, which we'll get to in a second. But just taking a look at these two, you can definitely tell that the Mate 20 Pro definitely has better lighting and overall better shot between this extreme low light test. Again, there's no light around me to brighten me up or to take a better shot, and you can definitely tell that that hurts the iPhone more, that has a lower f-stop, so it has a higher f-stop, so it's just not getting as good of a lighting situation as you'd want. However, with the Mate 20 Pro, you can actually do better low light. So as we turn that part on, we can actually see the night shot version is even way better than the regular version. So regular shot on the Mate 20 Pro, if you do night shot, which means you can hold your phone for about 5 to 7 seconds and your subject stays still for 5 to 7 seconds, so it's a little unrealistic, it does turn out a lot better comparing to this. You can even see the blue in my cap more so than you can on the regular shot. So yes, if you want low light, it looks like in both different type of photos and categories, it is going to be the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Now let's get to the next one, which is detail shot. Now detail shot is something that Apple has struggled with a lot. Apple has a great tendency of looking amazing on like a Facebook post or Instagram post or anything like that, where you can't really zoom in on the photo. But when you can zoom in and keep it there instead of bouncing right back, you do definitely see its flaws. So let's go over the detail shot. Now how we do this shot is basically we just tap it once to focus on the Kingdom Hearts box and then take the photo and see which one comes over out clearer. Now overall, I will say this, the Huawei Mate 20 Pro had a better low light in this case as well, and you can see it in the hidden one over here with Spider-Man and Marvel. It's definitely clearer that you can see that it let more light in, and I want to discuss that because that could influence some of them. So overall, when we look at like things like Destiny 2 and especially right here, Lost Legacy, the Huawei Mate 20 Pro is sharper, especially when we zoom in even further. You can see the Lost Legacy right here, and now right here, it's sharper. I would say in the darker ones that we are seeing on here, it is also, of course, brighter. So you have to take that into account. It's difference between the sharpness because it's brighter and because of its actual easier to read. Overall, I will say that it's just going to give us a better overall detail in all of these little fine ones that I'm seeing, especially in, again, the Mortal Kombat part right here versus right here. It's just a little bit sharper on here, and then the HD collection, I can at least make out the HD part, whereas it's almost impossible to read on there. So overall, although I don't think either one is the best in this category overall, it is going to go to the Mate 20 Pro. It's just a better overall clarity when it comes to details. However, that is where Huawei's strengths lie. Now let's go to Apple's strengths. So, color reproduction. Now, I did get some people telling me about this one on the other photo, but again, we take 2 photos, that's it. Unfortunately, the Mate 20 Pro did overexpose these photos a bit too much in both shots. This was the less of the 2 that was overexposed, but that definitely affects the overall color reproduction in this shot. And overall, you can just tell when it comes to skin tones, especially on the board, it just really is better overall with the iPhone. All the other colors too just come out more true to their form. They're a little bit more vibrant, definitely, I would say, whereas Mate 20 Pro goes more cool. Overall though, I think that the more accurate color reproduction definitely is going to go to Apple in this sense. Although it's more vibrant versus other phones, against the Mate 20 Pro, it's just more accurate. Its vibrancy is still not as extreme as the Mate 20 Pro's cooling feature. So yeah, overall, it's going to go to the iPhone XS Max when it comes to color reproduction. And then we go to selfies. Now this is called the Extreme Selfie Test, and really neither one, I would say, did an amazing job, but the iPhone easily did a much better job. So what this is meant for is we have an extreme low light side on my right side, which basically is completely, there's no light there whatsoever. And then you have on the left side a very bright side, basically indicative of a low light restaurant or club versus outside in the sun. So you can kind of see how your selfies will be in extreme test. And then we go to, of course, the face. So first of all, in the background, right away, the iPhone did a much better job. It is just so much better. It tamed the light way better, so you can actually see the photo in the back. And then secondly, although there is more noise on the iPhone, it still did a better job of lighting the other side. I would say the Mate 20 Pro did do a really good job of lighting the outside, but it definitely just over sharpens that side to give the other side a lot more light and just lose all your details, so it blows out all the detail alone. However, when it comes to the person, the iPhone again does its more vibrancy, so it gives you a little bit more of a tan, which can be good or bad depending on your skin tone. And overall in detail, it's arguable because my hair kind of gets completely lost in the iPhone, whereas the Mate 20 Pro, you can actually distinguish the hair a bit more on my head. Now on the beard, I would say the iPhone does a slightly better job, but neither, again, does a really good job at this selfie. Both are just kind of really done in by the lighting situation overall, I would say. But which one would I post? Easily the iPhone, I think, would be a better one, although neither is really the best when it comes to this now. So with that being said, we go over to the beginning and we have the ability of the extreme low light being easily won by the Mate 20 Pro. The regular low light is going to also be the Mate 20 Pro. The details is going to be the Mate 20 Pro, and the iPhone will take color reproduction and selfies. So overall, I would say the Mate 20 Pro is a bit better when it comes to the camera quality in your day-to-day basis. It's definitely going to be, I think, better for more people. Selfie taking, just as the Mate 20 Pro's strong suit. And again, the color reproduction, it was, I would say, partially because of the overexposure, but it does tend to go on the cooler side, whereas Apple goes on the more vibrant side, and neither one is right where it's supposed to be when it comes to color reproduction. I would say though, because of the detail, because of the more versatility in cameras, you're definitely going to want to go with the Mate 20 Pro for your better overall and especially low light photos, which are the hardest photos to always take good photos of. So I would say the Mate 20 Pro is the better overall camera between these two. Let me know what you guys' thoughts were. Did you guys think I was wrong on certain accounts? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I wonder who's going to be the next one. Should it be the Pixel 3 or should it be the OnePlus 6T? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.